Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. I forgot how dumb I looked. Today, no idea what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do stuff. It's another day closer to Costello leaving, so that's nice. Also, earlier, I did a thing. You might be like, wow, good job. I'm sure you do a lot of things. I mean, kind of. Hello, Maple. Hey, Steven, welcome to my home. How can I help you? Let's chat. Living alone can get, well, kind of lonely. It's great to have such friendly neighbors. You got 3 bears you live with. But, I've been wanting to get a tattoo for a while now, and I have finally, more or less, designed what I want it to look like. In a size that's probably pretty close to how it's gonna be. Because little paper. Also, the lighting is not doing this any favors, but there we go, it focused. Also, ignore my crappy printing. But yeah, it's basically the mirror scene from Undertale. Slightly edited text. Because I have lived a life. But despite it all, it's still me. And I want to get that, probably on this arm. Like, that is my thought at the moment. Maybe my left arm. I don't know yet. I might get a but it refused on the whatever the other arm is, and I kind of want that on the left, which is another Undertale thing. And for those who don't know that one, I don't want to spoil it. Also, I'm not going to be talking with Costello. He's just going to be ignored. Because that is a... But it refused is a very powerful moment at the end of the game that you need to experience. At least for it to have its proper, full meaning. But yeah, I doodled that out while I was mining earlier in Eve on my main account without my alt running, which was exceptionally boring. I really cannot mine on a single account. I just can't do it. It's too boring. There's nothing that happens. Like, I know to a lot of people this probably sounds absolutely crazy, but I almost wish that, like, ganking was still more common. Like, it was still as common as it was, like, 8 to 10 years ago. Because, man, that at least kept you busy. You were checking D-scan, watching local, looking out for the known gankers, you know, trying to figure out who their scouts were so you could keep an eye for them showing up. Like, that was something. Hey, welcome to my home, Quackers. Can I help you? Let's chat. Oh, Muffin. Seemed you're probably saying you wanted an illusion wall. Wasn't me, but sure. I don't want to say it wasn't me, because then she'll be like, oh, I don't want to make her sad. Hooray! I happened to see some in the store. I bought one for you. I couldn't pass up the opportunity. Oh, it's so nice to me, Muffin. Glad to get this chance to show my appreciation. Aww. I do my best. Also, I know I said that I was going to try and get really back into streaming around like the 1st of July, and it's now the 15th. Soon, TM. Without going into things I really don't want to talk about, there was somebody who was in my life who was making it incredibly difficult for me to feel like I could stream, do things like that, because I felt like I needed to devote as much time as possible to them. They're not in my life anymore. So, yeah. Whoops. So yeah, I'm gonna put a more concerted effort into getting back into streaming soon, TM. I don't know exactly when that's gonna be, but it's gonna be at some point. I don't even know what I'm gonna get started with. I was, until I completely blanked on it, going to stream the Splatfest that I missed I completely blanked on the Splatfest going on for Splatoon Raiders. Pretty sure that Splatfest just happened anyway. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe it's next weekend. I'm gonna have to double check. Because I haven't seen anyone talking about it. And I know the place is Splatoon, but I know it happens on the weekends, and I know I definitely didn't have Splatoon open this weekend. So... Hey pal, I got lost in thought, and now it's already evening, sister. So, is there something you need from me? It's the latest. Oh no, I was supposed to call my mom yesterday? Oh man. I didn't answer her last letter, so I bet she's gonna be mad at me. It's nice that she cares about me though, sister. I mean, yeah. That is pretty nice. Gee, I'll need to get that picture put back into my little book as well. I figure I've got this little thing. I may as well start using it for, like, doodles. Like, that's, you know, that was kind of my basic thought, and I was like, you know, I could probably, like... I've done a really, like, crappy version of what I wanted. That was just, like, the empty mirror, and I was talking with my best friend about it, and I was like, man, it feels so wrong having all that empty space. Like, maybe I could, like, try putting something in the middle, and, like, neither of us could really think of much to put there. And, yeah, I think I found something to put there. Yeah, I was putting Frisk the human in there. I got a Frisk the cat hair on my face. I can feel it. Well, okay, we can dock the Costello when he's like this. It's a different question. This is serious. How fast can you run on a 50-yard dash? I still don't know how far that is. Jeez, I thought you were more of a slowpoke, but you're so speedy. You follow my training method, you run in 6 for that. Training is the way to go faster. I don't know how far that is, so I honestly couldn't tell you. So are you today, dear? You want to talk about Ginger Snap? We'll chat. So Penelope gave me a great tip about how I can be a superstar someday. Need to remind the future me of how much star power I have, just in case I forget. Put a time capsule together and it should do the trick. Could you bury it for me? Sure, I can bury it. Sweet. Can I count on you, dear? Time capsule tucked away where you store letters. Thanks so much for your help, Ginger Snap. So make sure to bury it in the ground without taking a peek. Of course. Pretty sure, well, it'll probably be a lot of extra effort to put it right there. But I could bury it right here. Hey, I buried it. Hey, dear, what's going on? I buried it. Hey, I'm looking forward to opening it up someday. That is, I'm gonna ask you to dig it up someday, then we'll open it together. Aww. Cookie's so sweet. Like, the villagers are definitely making it hard for me to pick one villager to be like, yes, you stay. Because, man, Penelope has just been being the cutest frickin' bean. She's not managed to usurp Diva, but Diva had longer to win my heart, so, you know, Diva's still the favorite. But I think Penelope's in, like, the top 3 at this point. She's just been so freaking sweet. But Cookie is definitely climbing up there. Okay, I found all 4 fossils. Now we're just doing a weed check, as well as looking around for other villagers. I see a weed and a lost item. Alright, I guess we're checking around for this lost item. Maybe it's Barbara's. It's pretty close to her house. She is not home. Oh, Sahara. I just heard someone shaking a tree, though. I'll be back for you, Sahara. Bonbon! Oh. For now, soda. Bonbon's super trending topics. They were talking about stuff. Are we on television right now? Is someone actually filming this? Trending topic number 1. The hottest dance move of the week is flamenco. Trending topic number 2. The trendiest food in town to order is grilled tofu. Time for a drink report. What is the most popular drink this week? Cherry cola. Wait, that's what we're supposed to be drinking this week? Are you sure? Well, trends never lie. Maybe by next week we'll have all new trends to dissect. Until then, I have no idea what just happened here, and I don't want to know. That is fair. I don't think I've ever seen that conversation before. This belongs to someone. Barbs! Is this yours? Did you drop this? Is this your book? I would love it if this was your book. Every time. Every time they making me go around to everybody. Yeah, we do meet again. Did you drop a book? Can't have you littering in town, Costello. Can't believe you would drop this. Can't believe you would drop this, Costello. Like, how could you? How could you drop that? Like, sheesh. Just littering all over town. Is this maybe cookies? Not hers. So we've got Poppy, who we haven't seen for a while. And who I'm pretty sure wasn't home. Yeah, Poppy's not home. Could be Paula's. Okay, Paula wants something. You know, I've been feeling real weird lately. I see you and I get all blushy and stuff. Dude, just talking to you like this has my heart racing. I need to cool down a bit. Must be the summer weather, right? Man, I really need to get a grip here. Ah, so your fault, sister. Jeez. That's now Penelope and now Paula both. Oh no. What have I done? It's not hers. Okay. So it could still be Poppy's, Penelope's, Maple, Dina. Those are the ones we have yet to talk to. Maple and Dina are both home, so that's convenient on this checking. But yeah, there was a mission in Eve to mine a specific amount of pyroxene. And I was like, yeah, I may as well do it, because it didn't seem like it would take that long, and ultimately it didn't. It was like half an hour. And the reward was 10,000 loyalty points with the Caldari Navy and 10 million ISK. Like, that's a pretty nice payout. That loyalty point alone is nice for the time spent. But, man, is mining boring. Finding the rock was also annoying. Of which, I'm almost positive none of you guys watching this play Eve. But if any of you do ever play Eve, please don't leave asteroids with practically nothing left in them. It's so frustrating. Oh, I almost given up on ever fighting this again. I had this book since I was little. So many wonderful memories. Couldn't be happier you found it. Aww. Thanks so much for bringing it back to me. Here's a reward. This is all I have on me right now. Be like Dina's pick. Of course I do! Heck yeah! Try to keep better track of my stuff. But, like, I warped through an asteroid belt earlier, and did my scan. And every single, Pyroxer's rock had, like, less than 500 units of ore left in it. which is less than like quarter of a cycle for my strip miners. Meaning effectively that ore belt didn't have any left in it. It had all been consumed, basically. It's just the person who was mining it purposefully left just enough in the rocks to say the rock is still there. There you are again. I was just running into you. Like, that crap is so frustrating. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't even see an argument for why people do it. Because you may as well grab that final little bit of ore. It's not going to cost you any extra time. Like, just, I don't get it. Like, it takes you just as much time to do a short cycle to finish mining that last bit of ore as it would to just slap your strip miner on a new rock. Like, it's the same amount of time. Arguably, it's faster if you haven't already locked that next rock yet. Because, you know, you're just turning your strip miner off part of the way through the cycle. It's already automatically restarting. Like... Because strip miners, unlike, and mining lasers in general, unlike a lot of things in EVE, can just be turned off. Now I've got one of my own hairs bothering my eye, I think. Man, I need to clean these glasses. The problem is, like, I've already bought everything I need to. I was also just kind of hoping to see, like, Poppy or Penelope in there. Poppy is, like, never around. Yeah, where I keep putting my curtain up, that causes all the frisk hair that is on the back side of my curtain. Well, curtain. It's a towel. Causes all the frisk hair that's stuck there to, come flying into the room, and then it gets stuck on, like, my glasses and stuff. No bueno. Yeah, that's one chat. Is your summer wardrobe already? No. No, I don't have one of those. I know I should buy more shoes and stuff, but it's fine. I'll figure something out when Gracie comes back. I honestly find it more fun to do that. Because, like, really, you can just go through and build a, like, outfit for every type. Just have that in storage, swap into that as you need it. Like, that is something you can just do. And it's what I'd probably recommend you do, because it makes it so much easier. However, it's not as fun. Oh, jeez. I just finished eating. So. Honestly surprised it took me that long to burp. I also have to say, annoyingly, and I know it probably is just coming down to placement of the hair clips. I have yet to find a placement of the hair clips that actually keeps my hair out of my face the way I need it to. Which is so annoying. Because that means I'm still using the hair ties, and I'm still losing like 5-10 strands of hair every single day just from putting in the hair tie. Which is so frustrating. And like, again, with the smaller hair ties, I never have that issue. It's only these big, thick ones that I have that issue with. Like, the little thin ones, they're fine. They're perfect. I have exactly 2 inventory spaces. That is also perfect. Gotta find Sahara again, who should hopefully still just be right over here somewhere. There she is. Yes, let us away. I actually wonder how, like, delayed you can get Sahara. Because, like, if I could wedge her in those trees, like, how much waiting would you have to do upon entering your house? I'm kind of curious. That is the longest you can delay Sahara. This is my palace. She sees the harmony. She's just the thing. Yep, 3,000 bells. What do you got for me this time? Yeah, I already have a Dino pick there. It feels wrong to sell animal picks. Except Costello's. It feels pretty right to sell his. I already have one of his as well, so. Because he's been around since, like, I think he's been here almost since the beginning of the town, hasn't he? Future needs not this, we must take it. Take this. I will like it. Okay, I'm not a fan of the walls, but the floor isn't bad. She, smashed the walls up pretty good, though. That's fine. Who needs put together walls? I mean, it's pretty common for people to have broken walls, right? Right? I wouldn't know. I'm not very common. I don't have any broken walls. Did I bring in a lot of stuff? I can't bring myself to do it. Put the Dina's pick on, like, display. Let's see. I do have a letter from Dina here, so let's pop that in that letter. Bam. I need to check turnip prices. What am I doing? I didn't check them this morning either. I'm not used to having them. Though, I will say in my defense for this morning, one, it's Tuesday. I probably wouldn't have sold Tuesday morning anyway. But also, I really wanted to eat, and I overslept. 78. Alright. That's going down. That's not a good sign. Yeah, I massively overslept. Like, I didn't get up until, like, 9. And then I wanted to wake up a bit. And then by the time I was like, I could eat, it was, like, noon. So I had to exercise before I could go eat. So I exercised. I went definitely longer than I normally go. I finished just shy of, like, 1:30. Went, got my food, ate my food, which took a bit, and then I sat here for like half an hour, and I was like, I should record. Oh jeez, dying on spit. So yeah, that's, you know, I probably should have just recorded sooner. I probably should have done that. I'll also just sell more things, and that'll solve my money issues. I was, like, getting up at a decent time also would have helped. Though, I mean, getting up at 9 isn't bad. Like, that's a reasonable time to be getting up, but I didn't get to sleep until, like, 11 either, so, you know, it's not the worst time to be waking up. Worst part is, like, I was really tired yesterday. Until I made what was my intention of my final trip upstairs before I laid down. And while I was up there, my body was just like, right, I guess we're awake now. And it's like, but why, body? Why are we like this? I took the chance. My risk was calculated. But man, am I not very good at math anymore. I used to be pretty decent at it. Not so much anymore. Used the calculator too long. I mean, it doesn't help that, like, math was never something I was really in love with. I could do it, and I do like doing it to a degree. I like min-maxing things. That's where my math comes in. Like, as much as I will give people crap for optimizing the fun out of games, am somebody who will optimize the fun out of games, though I like to feel that, at least in my optimizations, I'm not trying to optimize the fun out. I'm just simply attempting to make it more fun. Like, I'll give an example using, like, Fallout. I don't go with the what is almost always meta of the automatic weapon, using VATs, getting those criticals, doing, like, I don't do any of that. Fallout 4, I use a Gauss rifle with all the sneak attack crit in the world, popping heads at the edge of render distance. That is my goal. If I'm not doing that, I'm failing. Like, so, like, I'll crunch the numbers and optimize my sneak attack criticals on my Gauss rifle, but I'm not, like, optimizing the fun out of the game. I'm optimizing the fun into a playstyle. Because without all the sneak attack crits and stuff like that, then, yeah, the Gauss rifle is just kind of mediocre. It just doesn't compete. And it's still, even with all the bonuses, it still doesn't really compete with an automatic weapon because they're making use of all the same bonuses, just with an automatic weapon, which has higher DPS, which also, you know, basically means they end up killing things faster. It's a real problem. I will never understand why it's so difficult for games to balance the low rate of fire weapons with the high rate of fire weapons. I will say, EVE Online does a pretty decent job of that. But that mostly just comes down to how their weapon maths work, where, using that high DPS weapon generally means your fixed range that you can actually hit targets at is going to probably be pretty short range. Like, the long-range weapons they live up to their name. They are long range. The short-range weapons are short range. That's just how it is. That's how it really should be. The problem then comes with other games where you have them try to do that. Like, every Fallout game has tried to do that. But the problem is, every fight is in close quarters. So having extra range doesn't really matter. Like, the moment you enter a building, all the range in the world doesn't help you anymore. You know? You kinda need... You kinda need just high damage output. But that is also a bonus to EVE. Every fight is a big wide open area of space. You can play to your weapon's advantages. You know. But I mean, even in that close quarters situation, the solution, at least in my mind, is to just plot out the damage output of every weapon on a chart. And then you take your highest DPS weapon and your lowest DPS weapon, and you equalize their damage per second by increasing the amount of damage that the lowest deals. And then you carry on, making everything deal the same damage per second, just in different ways. Now, I can see the argument there. Oh, I thought I was still far enough away to catch the bug. Oh, my inventory's full anyway. I could see the argument there of like, well, if everything is equally balanced, then why would you ever upgrade or change weapons playstyle? Like, I refuse to believe that everyone watching this is gonna play the exact same weapon. Now, you'll get lazy buggers like me, who if I knew going into, say, Fallout 4, that, you know, my little 10mm pistol I get in the vault is gonna be equal in damage output to every other weapon I have in damage per second. Yeah, I'm probably never gonna swap off that 10mm. I'll just use that. But, though at the same time, I would probably still gravitate towards sniper rifles. Honestly, at that point, though, just equalizing the damage output, I could see everybody then shifting, at least meta-wise, shifting to sniper rifles, because they can apply their damage over the most range, thus making them the quote-unquote most viable. Except again, most combat in Fallout, it happens over close quarters, knife fighting type ranges. It's, you know, it's really not, yeah. It's really not much of a consideration, I feel, to be like, ah, I have more range. Like, yeah, range isn't what you care about. It kind of falls into the same trapping that, like, Nintendo has with Mario Kart. I'm just gonna stumble while I talk about this, because this is probably gonna be the end of the episode anyway. Where, like, they can never seem to find the balance between the weight classes. And it's because they value stats so weirdly. Like, I know more about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so I'm going to talk Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The mini turbo stat and speed stat are almost of equal value. Almost. Mini turbo is still slightly better. But, because they're so close to each other, that would make you think that, alright, well, surely a high-speed character will still work, and they do, a few of them. The problem is there's a lot of high-speed characters, and high mini-turbo characters. And a fair few of them give up, like, say, there's, I think it's Baby Peach, Baby Daisy. Those babies give up a point of speed compared to Baby Mario, Baby Luigi to gain a point of acceleration. Acceleration on a baby doesn't matter. You're already crazy high acceleration. The heavyweights, like Bowser to Dry Bowser. Basically, the difference there is regular Bowser gives up, I think it's even a point of speed to gain slightly more, what is it, weight that regular Bowser gains compared to Dry Bowser? I kind of want to check that now. I don't want to be sharing incorrect information. Give me the builder. Hopefully it's still up. No, I don't think that's the right webpage. No. Oh, God. Internet, why are you so slow? Alright, yeah. This is it. So, I'll just grab... Where is he? Where's Bowser? Oh, God, where... There he is. Grab Bowser. Standard cart, standard wheels, standard glider. Build 2. Dry Bowser. Standard cart, standard wheels, standard glider. So, yeah, regular Bowser is heavier, but with lower traction, that's what it is. So gains weight, loses traction, compared to Dry Bowser. And traction is more important than weight. So, like, there's no point using Bowser, because Dry Bowser is better. has more traction. Like, and even still, like, the middleweights ruin everything. Because, like, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi are pretty fast babies. With high mini turbo. Except, say, Peachette, in the standard kart, standard wheel, standard glider, is 1 point of mini turbo slower, like lower, but is, let's see, 4 points of speed higher? Like, sure, acceleration, Baby Mario has 2 extra points, but that doesn't matter. Handling, yeah, there's some extra points there. Like, they equal out to having the same stat totals, but Baby Mario has stats in places that don't matter. You're not gonna miss that little bit of extra handling on Baby Mario, as opposed to just playing Peachette. I still find it funny how I accidentally was using the meta combo on Peachette. I just thought that the frickin' teddy bear was cute. I wasn't trying to be a meta sheep. Like, the rollers were just obviously the way to go, and I was using the Animal Crossing glider, which is tied for the best glider. Like, the rollers for wheels are obviously the best wheels. But, yeah. It's, like, I don't understand why they have so many issues balancing this stuff. Because, like, all they need to do with any Mario Kart game is to make mini turbo and speed equal in importance. And then give every character some variation of equal mini turbo and speed to each other. Now, yes, there will be an optimal in the middle, probably. That'll probably make middleweights meta again. Let's be real, middleweights should probably be the meta, because, like, the whole point of a meta in a racing game is this character is the best on the most number of tracks, which a middleweight should always be, because they're the average in the middle. On a speed-focused course, that speed character should still beat them, though, which is where time trials would still fall to fast characters and fast mini-turbo characters. But for general racing, it would be a middleweight. That would be ideal race balancing, and yeah, I mean, your other characters would fall a little behind, but even then, you could probably still do just fine with them because there's a mix of courses to play on. Whoops, I bumped the controller. Yeah, I've been yapping too long at this point. Thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then.